Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. In this video, I'm going to be talking about an issue that has been on my mind as of recently and subconsciously actually in my mind for a very, very long time. Now, this is the issue of people not having ambition, specifically Muslim youth, and not even just the youth, bro. Honestly, the Muslim people as a whole, honestly, have this kind of issue as well. And I'm not going to say that I don't have it, because of course I would say I do have it, of course, to a very big extent. Otherwise, I'd be much farther than I am right now. This issue is of the lack of ambition. Specifically, I'm talking about in just what can you accomplish as a human being in that kind of realm. If you go inside of, for example, the masjid, or you just talk to any of the people you meet outside, I'm just gonna talk from personal experience around my age. Of course, I'm almost 19 now. SubhanAllah, I'm already getting old, right? And you talk with some of these guys, they're gonna be saying like, bro, my ambition is to become an accountant. My ambition is to become an engineer. My ambition is to become a computer scientist. Of course, there's nothing wrong if you guys want to do this, but the majority of these people, really the reason why they're saying this is because they don't have any kind of other plan that they actually want to do. You're gonna hear this a lot of the time. You're gonna be like, yo, oh man, I wish I got accepted into that university. I would have been able to do engineering instead of computer science. And that kind of, those types of statements, the thing is, these types of statements just piss me off, honestly. Because why would you spend your entire life being a computer scientist? Why would you spend your entire life being an accountant? Like, what the hell, bro? You're gonna be doing taxes in a Dawood system? But anyways, these things just piss me off, you know? I was talking with some other people the other day. Not the other day, but this is like maybe a year ago. But anyways, these people, they were talking to someone else that I know. We all know each other, of course, very close. And they're like, man, you work in a cubicle? You work in a cubicle? Like, in that building over there? Oh, bro, what's it like? You know, like, they're showing genuine interest, man. Like, yo, you work in a cubicle? Oh, my man, imagine having your own cubicle, bro. And you would think that, of course, Andrew Tate, this guy is, whether or not you even want to say that he's Muslim or not, right? I don't know if we can say that, but whether or not you even want to say that, but you would think that Andrew Tate and all these self-improvement guys that have come in the past 3 years or so, you would think that this would have had an effect on not just general society, but the Muslim Ummah as well, especially the youth. Which it has, of course. I'm not saying that it hasn't, but you would think that in person that would have a larger impact on the Ummah than it does right now. That's what I'm trying to say, because these types of reels that you see online, they get hundreds of thousands of likes, millions of views on YouTube, that type of stuff. But the reality is that that's very disproportionate to what's actually going on the ground. The reality is that most Muslim youth, not most, but a lot of them are still watching anime. A lot of them are still subjecting themselves to these things which they literally support. Like, forget about, okay, you're playing video games, you don't like, you think, you know that it's bad for you, right? You're trying to quit. But the thing is, some of these guys, that they literally say, man, like, you, bro, what's wrong with watching anime? What's wrong with playing video games and these types of things? Like, honestly, man, the main issue that I'm trying to get to is, a lot of people, especially my age, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because it pisses me off genuinely that people my age, they don't have the same level of ambition. They don't know, it seems like they don't even know what's possible out there. They have such a limiting set of beliefs. If you told them, listen, I want to make 10K per month online, they'll think that you're crazy. If you told them, listen, I want to be able to build an online business, move out of wherever I'm in right now, I want to move to a Muslim country, I want to be able to automate that business, then I can learn Arabic, memorize the Quran, do this type of things, I want to be able to make 10K per month online and be able to do all of that. 20K per month, 5K, even 5K per month, bro. They would think that you're crazy. And something that I want to talk about as well is one of my friends used to try to start his own online business. You know, I'm pretty happy because, of course, he doesn't have any knowledge at all of it, or let alone the discipline, but it shows that the vision is there, right? The ambition is there. He has some kind of change has been made. And you know, he's telling me like, bro, you know, it might sound a bit crazy, but I'm trying to get to 20K per month with this. Inside of my head, I'm thinking like, yo, why should this even be crazy to begin with? It's because the general society's opinion of what my friend just said would be negative. They would tell him, yo, you're crazy. How are we gonna do this, man? In the general society, people my age. Another thing that pisses me off a lot is the emphasis of university. I'm gonna say beforehand is that I'm going, but I'm not going because of the reason why most people are going. I'm going because I'm trying to stall for time. I don't know what the hell is gonna happen if I stop going. I might have to move out or something. Like, I'm not going because I believe in it genuinely, right? Like, if I was on my own, no other external social factors, no family to influence this, whatever, I would not do it. I would just go all in on my business, which I'm already doing. I'm already skipping like all the classes anyway. So, but the point that I'm trying to make is, people are like, yo man, like, you gotta have a backup plan, you gotta go to university. What if it doesn't work out? The thing is, like, just look in these guys' language. What if it doesn't work out? What if I fail? What if this happens? What if, you know? What I'm trying to say is just look at their language, man. Just look at their language. This is what they're saying. What if it doesn't work out? I'm going to go to university to have a backup plan. It shows a lack of self-belief in themselves and a lack of knowing what is actually possible. Because bro, for me, I'd go all in because I believe in myself, genuinely. Alhamdulillah, I've gotten to that point now where, like, if someone asks me, bro, do you believe that you're gonna make it? Yes, I do believe, honestly. I don't, like, it would be, if I said no to that question, that would be, like, I literally can't picture myself saying no. Like, I would say yes, I'm gonna make it. But for these people, that they have that lack of conviction. And I see this so much in, like, content and stuff, like, yo, what's gonna happen? What if people, they, like, I'm scared to post content, and, like, everybody's just so scared, right? Everybody's just so scared to do everything. Everybody's just so scared of, like, it's literally content, bro. There's not gonna be a guy who pulls up with an AK-47 through the screen and shoots you in the face. You're just posting it online, you know what I mean? Okay, yeah, people might see it, and I'm not gonna lie, this has been something that I keep away from as well, which is why barely anybody knows about this channel. But aside from that, like, just posting content, what the hell is gonna happen, bro? Nothing's gonna happen. Your phone isn't gonna explode or something, you know? And just starting businesses, oh, what if it, like, just do it, bro. Just do it. What's gonna happen, bro? You know what I mean? Like, I hope you guys get where I'm kind of coming from. People nowadays, they have such a scary mentality to do those types of things. And I'm not saying I'm free from this either, because there's definitely a lot of things that I'm scared of personally as well that I don't do. But I'm trying to segment these types of people at another type of level, you know? Because these types of people are scared to do literally everything. On top of just being scared, they have such limiting beliefs as to what's possible. Man, like, I'm so excited to I got an internship at this company, and they're reaching out to people who already have an office job of the job that they want to get, and they're asking, yo man, how'd you get that job? And why would you limit yourself to that, bro? You have one life. You're freaking 19 years old, you're 20 years old, 25 years old, bro. Why would you limit yourself to that type of mediocrity of your life? You can accomplish so much, especially if you're inside of a Western country, especially if you have, alhamdulillah, if you have the health, say alhamdulillah, right? If you have the health, like, you're capable of accomplishing so much. But you're saying, man, how did you get that job? You're gonna work for someone else? That's disappointing, man. And this is something that I'm genuinely passionate about. Like, I was thinking about it even earlier. Like, I can make this into a, once I make it, inshallah, like, I can make this into a business. Because, like, part of having, of course, like, a business that you're passionate about, you have to have, like, a vision for it and everything. And this is something that, like, genuinely, like, it burns me, bro. Because, like, I hate to go outside and you meet people and everybody is doing the same freaking thing. Oh man, I'm becoming an accountant. Man, I'm becoming an engineer. I'm becoming this. I'm becoming that. It's like, why would you limit like, you're limiting yourself, man. Your life could be so much more, but you're limiting yourself. I'm trying to think of what else to say, but I guess that sums it up, man. I guess that sums it up. I'm not saying that I'm perfect either, bro. Like, 100%. If I told my vision to a bunch of Muslim billionaires who are trying to change the world, they'd be like, yo, sit your butt down. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you just want to do a hijrah, man? You just want to, like, you only want to memorize Quran, you only want to learn Arabic and not have to work again. Like, bro, sit down, man. Sit down. So I'm not saying no way that, like, I'm any that much different either. Because the reality is, if I had a proper vision, like a proper set in stone vision, I would get up every single day, even if I had 3 hours, 2 hours of sleep, because I know that that thing has to get solved. But I don't. But I would say that I do have more ambition than a lot of these guys. I'm not saying that out of pride. Maybe I am a little bit, and may Allah forgive me if I am. But the main reason why I'm making this video is because I'm just genuinely upset about it. And hopefully, like, me making this video, I don't know how many views it's gonna get or whatever, but hopefully I can genuinely, like, bring a paradigm shift to someone's head, and they start thinking a bit differently as to, like, how they want to, move with their goals and what they actually want to do. Because, man, this is, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know why this is the case. Of course, I should be more compassionate and be like, yo, I should be like, yo, it's because of this, it's because of that. Like, I have to understand them a bit more, but I'm just not at that level. This video is more about what the thing is, and it's not necessarily about, like, why or how it's the case or anything. It's just like, bro, this is the issue. Like, why? I don't see enough people talking about that. I do see some people, like, for Central, these types of things, Dawah, man, Righteous and Rich. I do see these types of people talking about it, but not enough people talking about it. And, like, another thing that, like, kind of pisses me off as well is people romanticize these types of life. Oh man, I'm going to, like, they make these day in the life videos as well, like, and romanticizing it. Oh, look, I wake up at 6 a.m. and I pray. Of course, I'm not mocking this, but I'm just trying to bring the concept here. As I said, I'm praying Fajr, then I work out, and these things are good. I'm not saying they're bad. Fajr, miss it, you're done, akhi, you're finished. Fajr, working out, amazing things. And then you're working on this one homework or degree and stuff, and it's encouraging other people to do the same thing, even though that they don't have a vision themselves, and you're pushing them towards that. But anyways, that's a bit of a tangent. Okay, you guys got the main purpose of this message. I'm gonna stop yapping. I gotta go pray Salat al-Maghrib. I'll see you guys in the next video. Join the discourse. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.